The night was restless. The sea, once calm, trembled beneath the weight of the wind. Waves rose like dark giants, crashing against a fragile wooden boat adrift in the storm. Inside, voices shouted. Men who had seen miracles now fought to stay alive. Every flash of lightning revealed faces filled with fear. Fear of the unknown, fear of the deep. Fear that maybe this time God wasn't listening, but somewhere in the chaos, a man slept. Not because he didn't care, but because he wasn't afraid. The storm was louder than their prayers, until one voice, one command, cut through the roar. And in that moment, fear went silent. Hours earlier, the waters were calm. The sun set over Galilee, painting gold across the waves. Jesus and his disciples set sail to cross to the other side, tired yet at peace. For days he had spoken to thousands, healing the broken, feeding the hungry, restoring hope. Now he simply said, "Let us go to the other side." No urgency, no warning, just a quiet command, a journey that seemed ordinary. The disciples obeyed, fishermen who knew these waters better than anyone. The sea was familiar, safe, predictable. But sometimes the greatest storms come when we least expect them, when obedience leads us straight into the unknown. Beneath that fading light, a test was waiting, not of their strength, but of their faith. It started as a whisper, a wind brushing across the waves. Within minutes, the sky turned black. The rhythm of the oars became frantic splashes, men fighting a rising sea. The storm showed no mercy. Lightning tore across the heavens, each flash revealing faces soaked in rain and fear. The boat groaned as waters rose higher, threatening to swallow it whole. These were fishermen, men born on these waters, yet even they had never seen the sea like this. They cried out, voices lost in the roar. Every bucket they threw out was replaced by another wave crashing in. Panic spread, not just fear of dying, but fear of being abandoned. And there, at the stern, while the storm screamed, he slept. How could he rest when their world was breaking apart? "Teacher," they shouted, "don't you care if we drown?" That question wasn't just for that night. It's the question every heart asks when storms hit. Where is God when the waves rise? And then he moved, slowly, calmly, unshaken. The wind had found its master, and the sea was about to meet its voice. Through darkness and roar, he stood. The wind clawed at his robe. The sea raged beneath his feet. Yet his eyes were steady, no panic, no fear, just authority wrapped in peace. He looked into the storm and spoke, "Peace, be still." And just like that, creation obeyed. The wind bowed, the waves stilled. The clouds broke apart as light spilled across the horizon. The sea that once roared now mirrored the quiet of heaven. The storm outside was over, but the storm within them, that's where the real miracle began. In that silence, fear was stripped bare. They whispered to one another, trembling, "Who is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him?" In that moment, they realized the voice that calmed the storm was the same voice that called the world into being. As the waves settled, the disciples sat in silence, soaked, trembling, breathless. Moments ago, they thought the storm would end their story, but now they sat in awe before the one who wrote it. They had seen his power before, healing the sick, casting out darkness. But this was different. This wasn't just a miracle. It was a revelation. The storm didn't wake him because he was tired. It woke them because their faith was. Maybe our storms aren't meant to destroy us, but to remind us who's in the boat with us. We all face storms, fear, loss, anxiety, doubt. Moments when God feels silent, when hope feels small. But faith, true faith, isn't the absence of fear. It's trusting the voice that speaks above it. Peace, be still. Those weren't just words for the sea. They were for every trembling heart. The same Jesus who calmed that storm still speaks today. Not always to stop the waves, but to give peace within them. When fear shouts loud, let faith whisper louder. And when the storm rages, remember, the sea still knows his name. The sea is calm now, but its silence still speaks. Every ripple carries a memory of fear that bowed to faith, of chaos that met its creator. Maybe your waters are rising. Maybe you've been crying, "Lord, don't you see the storm?" Listen closely. The same voice that silenced the sea still whispers, "Peace, be still." If this story touched your heart, let faith speak louder than fear. Share this moment with someone facing their own storm, and remind them, even the wind and the waves still obey Him. Subscribe for more Bible stories here on Bible Tales Hub.